Dear reader, I'm writing these words to you as a warning of war. I can only pray that my words find you before all is lost. You must know that in what you are about to read, there are things you may not believe or understand. Things you may wish not to believe or understand. Things that I never understood until I experienced them myself. Things I barely could believe. Dear friend, hear what I have to say, even if you do not understand, or choose not to believe. For all I have to say is true.
You have just seen the first glimpse of S.C.TreeHouse Productions' The Master Story. This is a project that we've been working on since 2006. It's an interwoven story that we've been telling the world. But what exactly is it? Well, it's our first feature, Beyond Under. It's the award-winning short, Boo Do Something. It's the engaging web series, Literal What We Believe. It's the home videos we used to make. It's the games we played when we were younger. It's the story that we've been telling, and it's been hiding in plain sight.
Imagine if I took this tapestry and cut it up into smaller pieces. The lion and the lamb may be one piece and the verse another. I could mat and frame each one individually, and you would never know that they really were a part of a bigger picture. The same strands that make up the lion are the same strands that intertwine into the verse.
Since 2006, we have been showing you smaller parts of a bigger tapestry. This tapestry is interwoven into one timeline, and it tells one story, the Master's story. This is the same story we've always been telling. Everything we've made is all a part of one story. But how does it connect? Well, we want you to figure out some of that, so we're not going to tell you everything. But for now, we'll give you a sample.
Actor J. Riley Peake appeared in his first S.C.TreeHouse Productions film, playing the role Joseph Dickerson in Beyond Under. Later, he moved on and he played the role of Sam P. Jones in Boo Do Something. He was also in a YouTube video called The 10 Plagues in Egypt Land skit. And currently he's playing Mr. News in Literal What We Believe. Now you know, because we just told you, that all these stories are really one story. So, are you ready for some really mind-blowing information? Since J. Riley Peake has been working with S.C.TreeHouse Productions, he has only played one character. That's right, Joseph Dickerson, Sam P. Jones, the man with the pants on his head, and then Mr. News are all the same character in one timeline. No time traveling.
Whoa, you're blowing my mind, Smooth. You're blowing my mind.
How on earth is this possible? Well, I'm not going to tell you. That would just take out all the fun. No! But I will tell you that towards the end of Literal What We Believe, it's going to start to make sense how all of J. Riley Peake's roles are really one character. Speaking of roles, that leads me to your role in telling the Master story.
Due to funds, we will be splitting Literal into 2 seasons. Season 1 will have its season finale December 2014. Season 2 is vitally important in the way in which the Master's story is interwoven. However, we will not be able to proceed with Literal without your help.
As some of you may recall, back at the beginning of the year, we launched an Indiegogo campaign with a set goal of $8,000. Now, the original plan was that Literal would be a 1-season, 12-episode web series, resulting in a lower budget. But by the time the campaign had ended, along with other outside donations and the money that we ourselves had set aside for this project, the amount was only $4,000, only half of what we were needing. With lots of prayer and even more faith, we stepped out and the first 5 episodes of Literal were produced.
Now that is a ridiculously small amount, especially considering that our award-winning short, Boo Do Something, cost $3,000, and it had a viewing time of 30 minutes. The first 5 episodes of Literal were comprised of over 100 minutes.
Fortunately for us, God has no limits, and we were able to produce the first 5 episodes of Literal and begin airing them in August of 2014.
But unfortunately, man does have limits. There's this little green piece of paper that is always getting in the way of progress. And as you probably can guess, we're out of these little green pieces of paper. And without these little green pieces of paper, well, we can't do anything. Sure, the first 5 episodes of Literal are going to air as we originally said they would. But after December, well, Literal is indefinitely going to be put on hold. There's nothing we can do about this. Nothing at all. It's all in God's hands now.
We have calculated the bare minimal cost it will take to film the remaining 7 episodes of Literal. This is a little bit more than what it took to film the first 5 due to several factors, which you can find out about on our website. We firmly believe that God has called us to do this project and to involve others. We also believe that God will give us what we need when we need it in order to do it in His timing.
When faced with the insurmountable task of going before the king uncalled for, Esther looked to her cousin Mordecai for counsel. He wisely stated that she had been brought to this situation for such a time as this. Maybe you too have been brought to this situation for such a time as this.
If it is not in God's master plan for us to finish Literal at this time, then I believe He will hold back the funds. But if it is in His master plan, then I believe that He will burden the hearts of people and let us finish Literal for His glory.
This is where your role in Project E.M.A.I.L comes in. Project E.M.A.I.L allows you to help us make Literal Season 2 by sending us an email. That's right, all you have to do for now is send us an email. Go to S.C.TreeHouseProductions.weebly.com and click on the Project E.M.A.I.L tab. Then send us an email saying that you support this project and our ministry, and give us a covenant pledge as to how much you could provide to help us finish Literal and continue telling the Master's story.
Project E.M.A.I.L will run from today through October 17th. If the bare minimum amount is reached, then we will send you an email requesting your covenant pledge amount.
If October 17th comes and we have not received the amount of pledges we need to complete this, then we'll set Literal aside. And when the Lord calls us back to it, we'll pick it up again.
S.C.TreeHouse Productions strongly believes that as people of God, we should stand for what we believe and never back down on it. We also believe that we should share our beliefs with others. This is a journey that we started back in 2006 and will continue with every breath we have in one way or another, because God has put us in this place for such a time as this.
How about you? How will you let the Lord use you at such a time as this?
Project E.M.A.I.L's success depends upon you. Pray, seek His face, share with others, and respond however He may lead.
Then, when you're done with that, go back and look at all of S.C.TreeHouse Productions' old YouTube videos and Google Plus posts, and see if you can find a glimpse of the Master's story.
I did.
That was great for the chicken right at the end.
Something was on the nose.
Don't worry, guys, because I don't worry.